Hey guys, welcome to my video, and in today's video I will be doing a couple of things actually. Firstly, I will be making a Christmas card and I'll kind of go through that and stuff, and then lastly I'll be doing just a couple of sticker idea sketches or whatever. And I actually tried a lot of different things for this video. I tried some different angles to kind of see, you know, if it looks good or better, like having two different angles, two different camera angles. And to be honest, I kind of liked it, and I kind of like how it's turning out. I do like the different angles, and I think it keeps it interesting and, you know, that kind of stuff. I also experimented with different speeds for the video, so some of them are sped up and some of them aren't. I try to keep everything, like all the footage, actually in the video because that's just easier for me to do. But yeah, I wanted to kind of go through what I'm doing, and basically what I do is, I think I explained last video, but this video I'll explain again. And when I plan once every single week, I plan in like a big binder, and if you guys want me to show you the big binder and how I plan every week, then I can do that. It basically just gets me set for like the whole week, and I don't really have to think about anything during the week. I just have to kind of check to see what it is that I need to be doing, and it's really keeping me organized. And every single like day I'll plan for like in advance. And basically what I do is, first of all, I just get like a piece of paper and I write my to-do list for the day, like for the art session, of course, not the whole day. I do have a whole day one, and yeah, if you guys want me to go over how I plan my life, then I could kind of do a video on that, as it's like really important for me. Like if I don't know what I'm doing the day, like my head is lost, like I can't do anything. Like it takes me a while to get anything done and that kind of stuff. But I wanted to talk to you guys about like the stuff I'm using as well. So I'm using just some really old paints. I don't know what they're called, and also this little watercolor traveler's kit, and I have no idea what it's called either. Like I don't really keep track of these kind of things. And some paintbrushes, some like secondhand paintbrushes. Well, secondhand, more like someone used them like once. But yeah, that's what I got. And basically my idea for this was to do a snowman, and I do like how it came out at the end, and you will kind of see how it looks at the end. But I'm also using Ohoho sketch pad marker paper, which is not ideal for watercolor. Maybe just like a splash of color, but not a lot. So you really do gotta be careful when using it. Like the paper does bend a little bit. I do have watercolor paper, but I thought this kind of card material was gonna be the best for making Christmas cards, and I did do some other Christmas cards, but I did not want to show them yet because I don't want to spoil like the people who I'm giving them to. And also, I'm sorry if the top-down camera is a bit wobbly sometimes. It is just a bit wobbly sometimes, and don't really know how to fix it yet. I will probably figure it out soon enough though. And I kind of wanted to do watercolor ones because I don't really do watercolor, and for some reason watercolor reminds me of Christmas, maybe because I used it last Christmas, and I thought it would be just a good idea to kind of follow the trend of watercolor Christmases. And I did do this in watercolor and I actually really liked it. I'm learning more and more to not erase as much, and sometimes it can get me a little bit stressed that I'm put it so I don't have to erase as much, because I kind of have to get things like perfectly fine. But I'm also not too bothered if something doesn't look perfect. I think that's what makes art look good sometimes. If not, that's what makes art looks good to me all the time. Like, I like seeing variety and difference and, you know, that kind of stuff. Also, I did take a moment there because my cat wanted attention. I don't know what he wanted, but yeah, he was around me anyways. I gave him some treats and he seems to calm down now. Oh, never mind. He's back again. 1 minute, guys. Okay, he's sat on the other desk now, so I guess I'll just leave him unless he comes back. Like, I have no idea. Anyways, I'm gonna use watercolor. I think I already said that, but I'm gonna use watercolor on this, and I don't really use watercolor. I normally use ink and colored pencil, and I think that I should use watercolor more, considering I do have it in my storage, and I think that I could do more on like actual watercolor paper as well, because I do have actual watercolor paper and I might as well use it, you know what I mean. And yeah, I'm not using watercolor paper, so would not recommend unless you're doing something like this where it's just one kind of layer, like light layer, and not too much kind of stuff to like hurt the paper. But the other cards that I made, they were really like kind of simple and stuff, and I didn't record the process of any of us because I did it on Monday in my own time, and I was supposed to have them like in the making for the whole week, but I actually finished them in 1 day. Like, I cannot believe how fast like using watercolors can be, and maybe I will use them like more. Like, I don't want it for like the fast, but I do like the effect, and I absolutely love using them with ink. Feel like it just looks really great. So I kind of also wanted to go through like how, I don't know, how I've been doing, and so far it's been kind of sad so far. So basically on Monday I did all of the cards, and I'm like, okay, now what am I gonna do, because I didn't plan if I finished them all in one go, you know what I mean. I just planned for when I'm doing things, so I may have to actually go and like plan again to see what I want to do for the rest of the week or need to do. There is something else that I want to do, but it could take a while, so I'm not actually doing it yet. If you guys know a website that you can sell prints on, then that would be really helpful. Also, I do use Redbubble, and I'm wondering if like Redbubble has better kind of print options, because for some reason every time I put in my kind of thing, like art or whatever, it always shrinks it on the print, and I have no idea why it does that. If any of you guys know why and know how to resolve that, you can let me know in the comments, or you can DM me on Discord or Instagram. I would really appreciate that. But here I'm doing the sky, and it was a little bit harder than I expected, like going from dark to light really. And I just wanted to kind of pave out the shapes for the clouds, and I don't think I fully went in with this. I think I just did like 2 clouds or something, as I thought it might have been just a little bit better just having a few. And I've never painted a sky before, so this is new to me. I've only colored a sky. But also, speaking of like coloring skies and stuff. I actually finished my sketchbook, both of my A5 sketchbooks, so now I'm on the hunt for a new one when I can actually afford one. And I kind of want to try something new. I also think I want to try like proper like scrapbooking next year, and if you guys would like to see videos on that, then I will definitely do them, or like shorts or something. But I absolutely love watching people doing like scrapbooking and stuff, and I really think it would be fun to try and do that as well. And I do like all of the cool things you can do with scrapbooking. Like, I definitely love to have a go and yeah, just have fun with it. And I'd also like to collect stickers and all that kind of stuff, like prints, postcards, and all that kind of stuff from like fellow artists, because I like to show my support and stuff. So yeah, if you guys sell stickers as well or anything, and you know, you have like your own website, or you have like a Redbubble or Etsy, then I would definitely check it out. If you guys want to put the links and whatnot in the comments as well, like I'd be super happy to check those out and maybe possibly buy them in the future. But basically the week has been a bit lost really. Because I did start with a plan, and the plan's not gone to plan per usual. Like, I feel like my plans never go to plan anyways. Oh yeah, so I stream on Twitch a lot, like 4 days a week for like 5 hours per session. And I'm not 100% certain if I will stick with that, because I think I actually want to focus on YouTube a little bit more, because I think I see the long-term kind of value of making actual YouTube content and that kind of stuff. Like, I think I see it as more value, and I do like streaming still because I like connecting with like the community and things. And I play a lot of video games, so that's kind of why I stream anyways. It's just kind of I'm gaming, so why not like live stream, you know what I mean? Like, maybe I'll get to talk to someone in chat or something while I'm playing or whatever, like. And we do some fun stuff sometimes, like special streams and whatnot. Like, I can plan them sometimes. But I do really want to start focusing on my like YouTube channel and my like art career, because I want to get real serious, and I want to have my website at some point, and I know that's not going to be anywhere close to now. So I'm going to have to put the work in and the hours and all that kind of stuff. And I do also think I might get the Power Director subscription, because I like using it. I don't think it crashes that much. It does crash, but not that much. Like, every now and again, like kind of rarely. But I do want to kind of have the full thing really, so there is no watermark, and maybe I can edit more on mobile as well, having that. But yeah, I definitely want to like do more in terms of, you know, getting my name out there and things. And it would be really helpful if you guys subscribe and, you know, check out my other videos as well. Like, I haven't really done too many art videos yet. I think I want to focus on it though, like as a primary. I do love games and I like gaming, but maybe I will just stick to art as the medium or the category. Like, maybe I'll do some like, I don't know, maybe I'll make a gaming channel at some point. if people are interested, but I do think this will be more of an art page as it kind of set out to be. I think the gaming videos were just a thing for me until I had like an actual camera and things so I could record for longer and have better quality. But even though I do have that, I actually tried recording with my phone and my camera today, so the top down view is actually just my phone recording and not the camera, because I wanted a top down view as well, and I don't have a second camera. I don't really have another camera as I only just have one and I just bought one. And it would be nice to have a second camera someday, but until then, probably not a possibility for me as it's way out of my budget. Like buying the camera and then buying the lens and then the actual, what's it called, tripod and all that kind of stuff. And I may have to get the overhead thing for my drawings. And yeah, it's just kind of a bit of a hassle and like that kind of stuff. Like maybe I could just get a upgrade phone and we'd have better kind of quality from the top down kind of angle. But yeah, I actually used Stabilo fine liners, and I think that's the only thing I think I know the name of that I use, because these are like awesome. It's really cool to have like different colored fine liners. I really like the different colored fine liners and having a bit of variety in my line work, and I've started to gravitate to doing line work last instead of second after the sketch. I wasn't quite sure whether to do the line work before, but I think I actually prefer just doing it after and kind of like tidying it up a little bit, because I'm not super heavy with my line work in like some places, so it's kind of okay that I didn't really do it first, because I think it would have looked completely different if I did. And yeah, that little house there, it's supposed to be a gingerbread house, but I don't even know if it looks like a gingerbread house and that kind of stuff. But I also kind of wanted to talk a little bit why I've not been so great overall this week, and I have been feeling a bit demotivated and stuff, and as you could have guessed, it is due to all of the like Lensa app and all of the kind of like AI quote unquote art generators and that kind of stuff. Like, it's really scary and it's really sad as well to see so many people hopping onto this trend, which is not good for anyone really. The how the AI like kind of things are trained is really bad and it shouldn't be promoted. And I could go more in depth about it, but it just really saddens me to kind of see people who I admire and care about using this app, which has been proven to have stolen, people's artwork. And there's been a whole slew of like photos that have people's signatures in them, or mushed up signatures or whatever. And you actually can check for yourself if your artwork has been stolen by the people making AI art. It's a website called Have I Been Trained, I think. I will probably link it in the description so you can see if your artwork is safe or not. But I think the reason why this is so bad, and it's not just this just stole my art kind of thing. Like, artists, they like to draw from other artists out of like either admiration or inspiration, and it comes from a good place and it is fair use. Like me as an artist, if someone was inspired by my art style and like did a master copy of one of my drawings or even this drawing or whatever, I wouldn't really care. The only part that I'd care about is if they try to make money off of the piece, and that's what these companies are trying to do. They're trying to make money from the artwork. Like, no, well, not companies, like individuals as well. There's like a lot of people who are making AI kind of art and selling it for profit, when I actually don't think they're allowed to do that. Like, I think in the TOS it does state stuff about like not claiming the stuff as your own and that kind of thing. Like the TOS does clearly say that in the like AI generators, and aside from that, the corporations making them are not good people. They have been saying really horrible things about artists, like how they see them compared to like people who make music and movies and that kind of stuff. Like, I don't see how any of those are different from each other. Like, we're all artists in our own rights, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's an artist. Well, like, to me, a robot trying to mimic what we do is not human. We can already say that it's not human, and it's also not ethical, and it's not okay. And like, you know, it doesn't feel nice to have your art stolen, and stolen in this way. Like, this is basically art theft on steroids. Like, that's what I keep saying it is. It's art theft on steroids, and there is a lot of people campaigning to kind of help us out in this situation. Like, instead of putting in laws to protect the AI, we should be putting in laws to protect the artists from having their art stolen. Like, this has already been an issue. People have already been stealing other people's art and putting it on their page, and you know, either saying it's theirs or not crediting the original creator, and it's already like a huge problem. And now we have to kind of try and defend ourselves against these AI kind of artist kind of things as well. Like, we have to defend ourselves because we have to try and protect our artwork from being stolen from those as well now. Like, at the end of the day, artists aren't sad that the AI creates art quicker than them. People are sad because the AI steals art. And if you're oblivious to this, then you either get it or you don't, right? You either understand how it works or you don't understand how it works. And if you don't understand how it works, then I don't think you should be, you know, spreading lies that it doesn't do something when it clearly does. Like, it's just lies, right? We shouldn't be spreading lies. We only should be spreading the truth and what's actually happening. This is like a really important thing for artists to consider, like what it is they want to do with it, really. For me personally, I don't think I'm ever going to touch AI art ever again. I actually tried it for fun and for like a while ago, and it wasn't like that good at all, so I wasn't worried a single bit. But now I'm actually worried because the way they're made is unethical, and it should be against the law, really. Like, stealing someone's possession is illegal. We all know that. Stealing someone's stuff is illegal, no matter what it is. And anything could be precious to someone. Like, it also should be mentioned that artists spend a lot of their time, years, months, we're talking a long time to perfect their craft, and maybe even an art piece could take that long. Like, we don't know for sure. And to see that art stolen is so disheartening and upsetting to me. And I just get really sick when I see like AI generated art, like it shouldn't even be art. It's just AI, right? It's just trying to mimic something. Like that's all it's doing. Like it's a mimic. Like that's what it's called to me. Like it's just a mimic. And I thought it was really important for me to talk about how I feel about it, because a lot of people are still either misunderstood or just straight up on the best copium in the world, and I probably want some because there's a lot of copium that they're sniffing right now. And to me, the AI isn't making art because it's not made by a human. To me, art is made by a human. It is a human craft, and that's like, that's not like even arguable really, because we all know that art is made by people, and maybe some animals. Art can be made by some animals, but I don't think art is made by a non-living thing. Like your I don't know, light bulb can't make artwork, like, can it? Like, it's kind of this the same thing. Like, this inanimate object can't make like art. So I feel like AI can't make art either. Like, it's just stuffing together like all this stolen artwork, and it's really sickening to me. I know I'm not really making any sense, but I'm the type of person to just kind of ramble and say how I really feel rather than just, kind of ball it in and whatnot. But yeah, I kind of just feel like it's scary, and I hope there's some laws put in place to protect artists against the AI. I don't care about new technology and stuff, and I'm not really bothered about it. It's just if it was made in a way that was like ethical, I wouldn't be that concerned about it or anything. But it's been really getting me down because there's so many people who just have no idea, like, at all, like, how bad it is, and they have no idea how important art is and how important artists are. Like, someday our art could be the art that tells history, like, art is extremely important. Like, even that doodle you did in class, maybe someday someone will find that and that will be a part of history. Like, artists make history. Like, we've seen time and time again artists making history, and it is so important, and it's so important to people as well. Like, people's art is important to them. But yeah, I just wanted to get it out that art takes a long time to make, and it shouldn't be copied or stolen from anyone else. The end.